Hare Krishna friends, Radhe Radhe. Welcome back to my channel, My Kanha's Darshan. Today I am going to talk about that one confusion which exists among most of us, and that is there a difference between Srimad-Bhagavatam and Bhagavad-Gita? Now you may think, is that even a topic to be discussed about? Because obviously everybody knows the answer. But unfortunately, no. The confusion does exist. Because we are not aware about most of our Vedic text or Hindu scriptures. So the Bhagavatam is often mistaken for the Bhagavad-Gita. Both the texts are being authored by sage Ved Vyas, and although the Bhagavad-Gita is the important part of Srimad-Bhagavatam, these two texts are entirely different. Now in my video, I will highlight some of the major differences of these two texts. So let's get started. The most important part of the Mahabharata is the Bhagavad-Gita. Bhagavad-Gita is a part of Bhishma Parva of the Mahabharata. The Bhagavad-Gita consists of 18 smaller chapters and is around 700 verses. It is a marvelous dialogue between Lord Krishna and Arjuna on the battlefield before the commencement of the Great War. Or we can say that Bhagavad-Gita is the Upadesh, or the teaching which is given by Lord Krishna to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Bhagavan Shri Krishna became the charioteer of Arjuna. Shri Krishna explained the essentials of the dharma to Arjuna. Arjuna saw before him his dear relatives and teachers in the battlefield. He lost all the courage and became nervous and refused to fight against them. Seeing Arjuna's mental state, Lord Krishna gave him the Upadesh of Gita so that Arjuna could analyze the situation with the right perspective and develop the boldness so that he could take the right decision. Then Lord Krishna imparted knowledge of the self to Arjuna and convinced him that it was his duty to fight regardless of consequences. Afterward, Arjuna gave up his moha or delusion. All his doubts were cleared. He fought against the Kauravas and achieved victory. Now we will talk about Srimad-Bhagavatam. Srimad-Bhagavatam or the Bhagavad Puran is the fifth major Purana amongst 18 different Puranas. It contains 12 different parts and around 18,000 verses. Similar to other Puranas, the Srimad-Bhagavatam is written by sage Ved Vyas. It contains the description of the Leelas or the stories of Sri Krishna when he was a child. The stories such as Krishna lifting the Govardhan mountain on his little finger, or the stories of Krishna and Sudama, or the stories of Krishna and Balram, or the Krishna dancing on the head of serpent Kalya. All these stories are included in Bhagavatam. It also includes the various avatars of Lord Vishnu. In the Bhagavatam, we get to know about Krishna as a youthful boy who likes to play games with the gopis. The famous Ras Leela is described in the 10th Skanda. Sage Shuka, who was Vyasa's son, recited the Bhagavatam to King Parikshit, who was cursed to die in 7 days by Sage Shringi. Sage Sukha, who has been searching a listener to whom he might impart his great knowledge, approached the king to tell him Bhagavad Purana. It took him 7 days to tell the entire Bhagavad Purana. During this time, the sage explains that the ultimate aim of life lies in knowing the supreme absolute truth. It has questions like what is life, human beings' role in life, meaning of cycle of birth and death, relation between God and a devotee. It covers everything of the universe and knowledge. The influence of Bhagavatam on Indian life over ages cannot be measured easily. It has served as the inspiration for countless works of literature, song, drama, painting, sculpture, arts, and crafts. Dealing with the Lord Krishna from childhood to Mahabharata battle, all Indian classic dances like Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Kathakali, Odissi, and Manipuri are based on Bhagavatam. So before I conclude, let me highlight the important differences. Bhagavad-Gita is a part of Mahabharata. It has 18 chapters and 700 verses. Bhagavad-Gita is the Updesh or teaching given by Lord Krishna himself to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Arjuna was standing on the battlefield with his Pandava army on the one side and the Kaurava army on the other. Seeing that he has to fight with his own cousin brothers, with his own guru Dronacharya who taught him archery, seeing that he has to fight with Bhishma and also with his other relatives and friends, Arjuna lost all his courage and became nervous and refused to fight. Seeing his mental state, Lord Krishna gave the profound Updesh of Gita so that Arjuna could analyze the situation with the right perspective and also helped him to take the right decision. Bhagavatam, on the other hand, is the fifth major Purana among the 18 Puranas. It contains 12 different parts and has 18,000 verses. It gives us the description of Sri Krishna's childhood stories and also includes the various avatars of Lord Vishnu. So that's it, friends. These were the major differences of Srimad-Bhagavatam and Bhagavad-Gita. I hope you all liked my video. So now we shall meet in my next video. Till then, take care. Radhe Radhe.